All right, hello and welcome to this kind of informal game of the third quarter discussion podcast. I am one of your hosts, Brock Morgan. I'm joined by all of us now are podcast veterans. I'm joined by Alex Lina.
Hello.
Joined by Zach Buzan.
Greetings.
And a voice you heard for the first time at our Game of the Half Year proceedings, Kirsten Kelsey.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, and we are all joining together via the internet for this separate buildings edition of the BADGaming podcast. So the goal here is just kind of, it's kind of loose, kind of informal. We're just going to talk about all the stuff we've been playing, doing, since we last convened in one room together. So if anybody wants to start with that, feel free. What you been playing? What you been doing?
Oh, man. We're starting with everything we've played since the last time we got together. This is going to go really long.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. I think as far as, pure number of different games played, August has been my biggest month of the year so far.
Wow, okay.
A lot of old stuff, that's why. We did all those games like Michael Jordan. I played that with Dave. Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City for the Super Nintendo, where he throws basketballs at spiders.
I never did get to hear about how that was. So, actually, let's start off this 2013 Game of the Third Quarter podcast by talking about Michael Jordan's Trouble in the Windy City for the, Genesis? Super Nintendo?
We were playing on Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo? Yeah. Okay. Was there a Genesis version? I don't even know. Okay.
I don't know either, yeah.
All right.
It is a very, very strange game. That should be pretty much implied. There's chaos in Chicago, the Windy City, and Michael Jordan's there to rein it in, I suppose. But Dave and I only played the first couple levels.
Okay.
And, so it involved a lot of opening locks and finding hidden platforms by throwing your basketball in very odd angles that really didn't make sense most of the time. Throwing them at spiders was kind of cool.
Well, that sounds interesting.
So on the cover, on the box art, there are like fire basketballs and ice basketballs.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. So I guess this would have been during the height of the 6 championship Bulls Michael Jordan era, so I guess that's somewhat appropriate. All right.
Yeah, now I just need to get Charles Barkley shut up and play, and we'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess when you throw basketballs at people, would you just scream, "He's on fire"?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dave might have. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get Chaos in the Windy City and Charles Barkley's game and NBA Jam together one day somehow.
Yeah.
You've all played Shaq Fu, right?
Oh, I haven't played that one.
I never played Shaq Fu.
Nope, never did.
It's a classic. You should play it.
We really need to play these basketball-themed, non-basketball games.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
Sounds like a good time.
Did they make a Kazam game, speaking of Shaq?
I don't think so.
Was there a Kazam game? We made it
For the Sega.
Really? Awesome.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta play that somehow. All right. So okay. So we covered perhaps the year's biggest game, Chaos in the Windy City.
Yeah.
But so I guess it's downhill from here. But
certainly.
Anything else you specifically want to talk about?
Well, if you're gonna go with if we're gonna stay with the old games first, Zach and I played some stuff.
Okay.
We played Super Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
On the Super Nintendo, Chrysalis on the NES, Comic Zone on the Genesis, Metal Warriors on the Super Nintendo, and hell yeah, Wrath of the Were-Rabbit on Xbox Live Arcade.
Nice.
And those were pretty good. I mean, I'd played most of them somewhat. That was the first time I saw hell yeah. That was a very strange game, made by the people who did Big Bang Mini on the DS,
really?
actually. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
So that was cool to see.
Yeah.
Very colorful like that.
Cool. Okay.
Zach was one who was playing it, yeah.
Did it have a 15-stage final boss like Big Bang Mini?
No, we definitely didn't make it that far.
Oh, okay.
Nope. We played that like, an hour or two?
Probably about an hour and a half, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. But I know Zach was really liking Metal Warriors.
Oh, man, that game shined for how old it was.
Yep.
I seem to remember playing that myself back in the day, but I don't remember much about it. I know I played that game. I know I remember that box art well enough that I must have rented it or something as a kid.
Yeah. The coolest thing it has going on is there's no HUD, I believe. It's just your little mech walking around. And your damage meter is how your mech looks.
Nice.
The more run down it looks, the closer you are to death. And there is a point where you'll lose your weapons and you can still move around, but you can't shoot or do anything.
Whoa.
So it's like torture. But
Yeah. Wow.
it's an interesting way to do it. And I really like Comic Zone and Chrysalis. They're both really good games in their respective systems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know. Go ahead. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I wanted to go ahead and... I don't know if you...
Yeah, we played some Dreamcast games.
Yeah, we did.
All of us were there, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah,
that was after we did our half-year stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
We played Power Stone 1 and 2 and Armada and stuff.
Oh, man. Yep. Yeah. Armada is still awesome. I like that game every time I play it. It's perhaps too hard, but I guess it makes me look forward to... I think it's... Is Galaxy the Dimensional coming out this year? That PS4
I don't know.
exclusive indie game? I hope it's coming out this year, but yeah, it seems to be a lot like that. Like, if I had to pick an inspiration for it based on anything I've seen or played, that'd probably be the closest thing. That should be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. That's the 17-bit guys, the guys who did Skulls of the Shogun.
Oh, okay.
So that's their next game.
So good.
Yeah, so it definitely has a lot of visual style. So that should be really cool.
Okay.
I think Kirsten got to play Choo Choo Rocket for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Did you get destroyed, or were you actually pretty good?
I'm pretty sure I got destroyed.
It was pretty even
everybody the
if I
first
remember
time.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I got two mice throughout the whole first match.
right. Ouch.
Yeah, but it was really enjoyable. It was fun, especially playing with Thomas and you.
Awesome.
I don't know if I would use the word really enjoyable describing a person's first game of Choo Choo Rocket, but...
Yeah. With series veterans like us. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, that game's awesome, but man, yeah. If you get down early, there's nothing you can do.
Yep. Well, I don't know. It just takes one of those, what is it? You get all the mice?
Mouse Monopolies?
Yeah, that one. That's the game changer.
It's true.
And game breaker.
Yeah. Anybody who complains about computers in Mario Party will have the same problem.
Yeah.
With that, but yeah, Choo Choo Rocket's just, there's nothing like Choo Choo Rocket, so that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Game of mice collecting.
Yeah.
I wonder what that game's tagline was. I was watching an episode of Family Guy, and Peter knew the names of, or like knew all the taglines to all these movies, and yeah, I wonder what Choo Choo Rocket's tagline was. Let's find out.
Fact checking the podcast.
Oh yeah. Might not even say it on the Wikipedia page. I guess I could just go find the box. Yeah, that's alright.
Oh, okay. I had to come up with our awesome fact-checking music to fill time.
Yeah, good. Fact unchecked.
Fact unchecked. That's the way they should be, really. Anything's a fact if you believe it hard enough.
Sure.
I'm going to start using that, actually. I like it.
Alright.
Let's see. Yeah, I know you and I played a few retro games one day. Mm-hmm. Let's see how good my memory is. We played Mega Man 3.
Yep.
We played Mega Man X1.
And I think it was 1 or 2. I can't. Yeah, one of them.
Oh, that was X2. It was X2. You're right. We played Pocky and Rocky.
2, yeah, Pocky and Rocky 2. We played. Yeah,
that was really cool.
Yeah,
I
like that one a lot.
Surprisingly good game. Let's see. What was that crazy scrolling shooter one that I played for a while?
Oh yeah, that was Thunder Force 2, I believe.
Yeah, that game was weird.
Yeah.
And very hard. Oh, you died. Start over. Oh.
Yeah. Dave and I played Wing Commander.
Yeah. What's Wing Commander?
I really don't like it. It's a little too semi for me, I guess. I want it to be more like Rogue Leader or Rogue Squadron, and not.
Is it like first-person cockpit view stuff?
Yeah.
Is that what? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
It looks awesome. It looks great for that time. But yeah, did we play a Star Wars game, or was that? I think me and Thomas played the other ones of those.
I think that's right.
I played that one. What was it? Empire Strikes Back, Super Star Wars.
Yep.
That was tough. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I've heard
played
those
Space
games
Station.
those are tough.
Silicon Valley with someone.
That was not me, but I definitely I would like to hear about that.
That one's from 2K Games. It's okay. It's got that 64 era collectathon feel.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a huge open world like DK 64 or Banjo-Kazooie or Super Mario 64. So there's like levels, but the main mechanic in that game is like possessing different animals and gaining their powers to do puzzly things. It's okay.
All right.
I wasn't overly impressed, but it's kind of neat. I know Dave and I played Snowboard Kids.
Oh yeah.
Man, that game handles like garbage. Maybe the second one's better. I don't know. Or
Second one is better.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that one then. Brock, we were going to play Kirby's Dream Land 3, but it wouldn't work.
Oh,
And
that's
at least we couldn't get it to work.
Yep. Yeah. Which is a real shame.
Yeah.
Because that game's pretty good.
You played some Body Harvest, I think?
That's right. That's what we replaced it with. Yeah, I think that was our additional game that we added. Yeah. Yeah, that game is unplayable by modern standards. If you have fond memories of Body Harvest, don't ruin them by trying to play Body Harvest again. Because, man, it is a product of its time. Super early polygonal 3D that handles really poorly. But, I mean, for its time, it was certainly impressive. But
now,
now,
like an world too, right?
Yeah, like totally open. You can go anywhere as long as you don't get murdered by the giant bugs.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it handles really poorly, and the draw distance is comparable to that of. I mean, it's only slightly longer than Superman 64's draw distance, but yeah, that game was not. Yeah, by modern standards, Body Harvest is unplayable, but cool for the time.
Yeah, and then Dave and I played some Shining Force 2, which has got an overworld like Final Fantasy, but then it's a SRPG, kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, and it's aged pretty well and looks good. But that's a game that would require hours and hours and hours to really get something out of.
Yeah,
I'll have to get back to it someday. And I think that's it for the old games.
Okay. Well, actually, this might be a good time for me to talk about something that I actually finished 2 days ago that I'm hopefully going to write.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gotcha.
Yeah, I picked it up. I picked up Super Metroid again for the first time in years after being repeatedly just beaten by Super Metroid. Alex, I meant to bring this up a long time ago, and anybody else, of course, who's interested in Metroid should check this out. But there was an excellent feature on like the history and the lore of the Metroid universe on Kotaku. It was these two huge long posts that were just super detailed, and it kind of takes you through the entire chronology of all the Metroid games, what happens, all the backstory behind everything. And it was a really fascinating read, and I'd encourage anybody to go check it out. Alex,
what was that on?
I think you'd like it a lot. It was on Kotaku. You can probably just do a search for Metroid, and it'd show up down there eventually. But yeah, super awesome. And I was like, you know what? This sounds. I need to finish Super Metroid. It's one of those classic games that I feel bad that I never beat. So I finally did that, and it took me. I played pretty much a little bit a day for a while. I finally beat it the other day, and I really want to write a Bad Gaming Podcast reviews a classic like you did for Final Fantasy VII, because I really like the way you treated that review and the way you wrote about it. So I want to kind of do something like that myself. And I actually would. I think like you and me and anybody else who wants to do that with like Earthbound or something, that'd be really cool too.
Yeah,
but, that's a much longer time commitment. But
for sure.
Yeah, because my clear time on Super Metroid was like 6 hours 40 minutes.
Nice.
So, which is probably pretty long for anybody listening. Going, what the heck? You freaking Super Metroid noob. Get off the podcast. But, and only found like 64% of the collectibles, even though I thought I would have gotten way more than that. But, that game, it certainly deserves to be a classic. The third major, like, area of the world is practically unforgivable in its design. But other than that, the game's absolutely excellent. So I'm looking forward to writing a bit about that. And I wasn't sure who else in this group had played it. But you should do that. It's super cheap to pick up nowadays. So Good stuff. And playing it on the Wii U is awesome because it gives you restore points. So you can quick save and quick load.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is really nice because save points are stupid and always have been.
Would have been nice in the original Metroid. Is that one on the Wii U shop yet?
I want to say it is, but I don't know for sure.
All right.
Earthbound's
the only one I have on the Wii U VC still.
Okay. Yeah, and then getting into a proper 2013 release of a remake of an old game, I played DuckTales Remastered.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And I'll write a review for that here coming up. But yeah, DuckTales back on the NES is pretty good. And the music's great, and it plays okay. And the 2013 re-release of DuckTales Remastered, the music's pretty good, and it plays okay. And it's pretty much exactly like the NES game. The levels look better, but like construction-wise, they're precisely the same as that old game, so it's remarkably faithful in that aspect. The music isn't quite as good just because they remixed it and it's not all 8-bitty and chiptune and awesome, but it's still very good for what it is, and they're very good adaptations of those songs. The moon level theme just isn't as awesome. It's like slower and stuff, and but I really wish they would have given the ability to switch back and forth, like Halo Anniversary Edition style. Switch back and forth between the graphics and the music or whatever. They don't let you do anything like that, but it's still solid. So
that's Way Forward, right?
Yeah, Way Forward did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach just posted a review for a Way Forward game.
Oh, did he? What did you play, Zach?
Mighty Switch Force 2.
Mighty Switch Force 2.
Oh man, yeah.
How's that?
That game was really cool. It was really enjoyable. The music was great. The musically by itself, I think I commented on it a couple times.
Okay.
Gameplay very solid. I would recommend anyone to play. It's only $7 on Nintendo eShop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really good, fast game. You can play a mission about a minute or two.
Whoa.
So it's a good, just like just a time waster if you want.
Okay.
Well, Zach, on your Tokyo Crash Mobs review, I don't think I've ever been more confused about a game after reading a review before.
Ooh.
I think that says more about the game.
Yeah, it's
because, oh my goodness, I still have no idea what the heck's going on. So I'll write a comment on there that you can respond to. But yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
It's insane.
I say it's really hard to explain that game because there's nothing to explain. It's pretty much like Zuma but crazy.
Yep. I didn't know there was so much live action stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just bonkers.
I would say there's a ninja with a stop sign. Enough explained.
Sounds pretty awesome.
I really love the choice of pictures for the review. It's great.
I don't even know.
They're so good. Oh yeah, they make absolutely no sense and they're completely out of context and it's hilarious. So that's great.
Yeah. Wow.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that game's hilarious. All right. Let's see, Kirsten. You should talk about something you've been playing because you haven't said anything yet at all.
Let's see. I haven't played too much retro stuff, but I have been playing Etrian Odyssey. Played the first couple hours of that. The Etrian Odyssey Untold.
The Millennial Girl.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's different. I mean, it's a JRPG, but like in the first hour or so, you get to know you have to actually draw your maps.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So I'm exploring the first forest right now, and it doesn't give you a map at all. And so you can go and explore and everything, and it puts your tracks and everything of what tile you've been in so far, but you actually have to put the outline, and then there's icons that you can put there was a treasure chest here, and this place respawns, different items every day. So you can go back and get those items and everything, and it's very interesting. I'm going to play a decent amount of that probably next week, along with Pokemon X and Y. So
yeah, Yeah.
Let's see what else. I played Hakuki, I think it is. It's very much pretty like just a story. There's no gameplay at all. The story's pretty awesome, but it's basically based off of the Japanese anime, which is just interesting.
Yeah, I think Zach's actually watched that one.
Yeah, I watched a few quite a bit of it actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I've actually wanted to buy the PSP version.
Yeah, that came out last year. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think I briefly read something actually on Nintendo.com about Hakoki or whatever, however we want to pronounce that, and it described it as kind of an adventure romance dating sim game. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It looked so ridiculous that I almost downloaded it. So I found it interesting that you had sent that to Kirsten in the mail, because I was like, this might be weird and crazy enough to merit somebody doing something with this. So
Yeah. It's also from the female perspective as well.
yeah.
Oh, giddy.
What?
I said, oh, giddy.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. I think if I played another couple hours, it might get a little bit better. Right now, it's just kind of mediocre kind of game.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be some good choices, I would hope, or some form of gameplay. Would be nice.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I think the only other game I've played so far is Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which Alex and I are playing right now, I think.
And it appears as though we will never stop playing.
I think I reached the, oh goodness, I think I reached hour 27.
Wow.
Okay. Wow, you're way ahead of me now. I'm only around 20.
It's addicting at times. Sometimes I kind of have to sit down and force myself to play, but then after about 20 minutes of gameplay, and I'm like, well, I don't want to put it down. So I think that's a very good aspect of it. So, but hopefully I'll have that beat in the next maybe 4 days to a week or something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean that'd be pretty good with Pokemon coming out, because I guess with how long it's taken other people to beat Mario and Luigi, you probably got another 14, 15 hours at least.
Yep.
That's one day off.
All right.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Go. Okay.
I just got to get into that addicting mode and not open Pokemon yet.
Ooh.
Good
That's
luck.
an incentive.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Oh man. Yeah. Pokemon. I still don't know what to think about X and Y. I don't know. I'm really mixed on it. Mega Evolution seems super dumb, but everything else looks really good, and I don't know which version I want to get.
Oh, but the new anime made it look so cool.
Well, wasn't that? I mean, are you talking about like the Pokemon Origins one?
Oh, of course.
Okay, but that was all about the original games, not X and Y.
I know exactly. At the very end, they just throw in a freaking mega. What's it called?
What?
Mega Evolution.
Spoilers? Yeah.
Oh crap!
Nice job, Zach. Come on.
Sorry. It's only 4 episodes.
So it's even more of a spoiler because there's so little to spoil. I'm kidding. Okay.
I thought everyone here has already watched it.
Oh no, I didn't even know it was available to watch in the United States at all. So
YouTube.
all right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking for it the other day because I really wanted to watch it, but I couldn't find it.
I would totally recommend it. It's very quick. It's very, very closely related to the old games, so that was kind of a cool throwback.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen the comparison. They've compared this scene in the anime to this scene in the game, and it's literally identical.
Pretty much. I would say even they have the fishermen that give you the rods.
Nice.
All right. That's yeah. I didn't I don't know what Alex is going to think about this, but yeah, if we could totally turn this into an anime podcast right now. I watched a ton of anime in the last few weeks. You ever heard of Fate Zero, Zach?
Yeah, is this the game?
No, I'm talking about anime. No? Okay.
No, sorry.
Okay. It's like the prequel to Fate Stay Night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Thomas and I watched. Speaking of podcast member who isn't currently present, Thomas Lena. We kind of have a weekly anime night, and last week we watched all of season 1 of that, and then 2 days ago we watched all of season 2 of that. So.
Holy cow.
Yeah. That anime's okay, I guess. But yeah, so check that out if you want to watch an anime that is okay, I guess. It's about the best I can say.
Good stamp of approval.
Oh yeah, boom. Bad Gaming Podcast seal of anime approval. Fate Zero. Watch it, I guess, maybe.
I did beat XCOM finally.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, how was that?
It was a really good game. Fantastic.
I've still not even seen frame 1 of that game, so maybe one day.
I think it's now $30, maybe 35.
I've seen it for 20 at some places.
Oh man, yeah, totally.
The expansion comes out soon.
Yeah, but then it's probably going to be like 60 again, so
Probably.
No. Yeah, I'd much rather not play with the expansion and save $40, but I don't know. I guess it seems like I might sort of like it, maybe. I don't know.
I would just say it's kind of slow.
Okay.
It's fast paced, but since your characters can perma-die and stuff like that can happen, I would take it slow. Perma-die.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
But for how long that game is, I was surprised that it wasn't shorter. Because at the very end, you could actually not win. You could actually die at the very end and cannot do anything. Like you cannot pass the game if you do it terribly wrong. I was kind of surprised the game was actually 20 plus hours.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, for a game like that, I would have expected maybe it to be a little shorter, especially because it is so hard and encourages you to restart so often. Okay. All right. Who's up next? Who wants to talk about
All
something?
right. Also in August, I played some Wii games to get ready for best Wii game list that I still need to put together. But I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles, which is running through the Resident Evil games on rails. So it's a rail shooter that you can do with 2 players. Just get the story and not the terrible controls of the early Resident Evil games.
Oh.
So I find that much better. So I got through the Code Veronica level, or it's pretty much the whole game distilled in a couple hours of on rails, and now I don't need to play that game because I played the on rails section in Dark Side Chronicles. Got the story, the good bits, and I'm sure some of the bosses appear, but that one seems like a weird one. I also played some of the 2009 remake of Punch-Out. Which is made by the same people who did Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon this year. And that's solid. It's a lot like Punch-Out on the NES, just more Wii-ified. Then I went back to some Sonic Colors, which is still Sonic Colors. I mean, it has one of the best intro theme songs ever.
Yep.
And then
so good.
Kind of disappointing. Overall. Then I played some Rabbids Go Home, which is a really weird collecting game. Really, really strange game. Yeah, but it's okay. More of an adventure than the dumb mini-game collections.
That's good.
But it still skews a little young. I found it to be really easy and not super challenging or engaging because of that. See what else we got. I know we also played some Mercury Meltdown Revolution, and some Samba de Amigo, and some Anubis 2.
Okay. I would be doing a disservice to this podcast by not talking about Anubis 2 for at least 45 to 50 minutes. Okay, so here we go.
Beautiful.
All right, Anubis 2 is absolutely terrible. There was no Anubis 1, and they put a 2 on it, so it'd sell better, even though it's Wii shovelware garbage. It plays like an N64 game, looks like an N64 game. It plays worse than an N64 game, let's say.
Yeah.
And is, one of the worst games to be made in the last 10 years. Okay, Done. Oh wait, I still
40
have
more.
I still have 44 and a half more minutes to fill. Okay. Okay, well, back in one day, there was a dude named Anubis, and he was a little wolf dude with a werewolf head, and he ran around in ancient Egyptian armor and had a staff that was almost impossible to figure out how to use because the controls were garbage. And then he walked around these various environments that unlocked in terrible N64 sequency, collect this, then this thing opens style fashion, and then he beat the first level, which was really awful and took way too long. And then he beat the second level, which had lava, because lava in ancient Egypt. Sure, okay. And then, yeah, no, that game's awful. Okay. I see the rest of my time.
Absolutely, truly awful.
Yeah. But Samba de Amigo was fun.
Samba de Amigo, though,
so
was a
good.
blast.
That
So
was
good.
pretty fun. I like that one. Yep.
Now they
Downloaded
just need to
Xeno.
have a remake on Xbox Connect.
No.
Disney. What's that Disney game?
Oh,
The harmonics
Lame.
one.
Oh, Fantasia Music Evolved.
There you go. Yeah, that'll be that.
oh,
Oh,
Kind
gosh.
of, maybe.
I'd buy it.
You know what? Yeah, that's probably the best thing that game could turn out to be, so, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Samba de Amigo for the new generation of consoles. Sure, okay.
Yeah. I downloaded some games in August as well, like Xenogears for the PlayStation 1.
Ooh.
It looks really good. It's another one of those huge, enormous PS1 RPGs to add to my list of huge, enormous JRPGs for the PS1. So it's the back of a line
It's a very
that has Final
specific list.
Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, now Xenogears, and then Legend of Dragoon. I know I'm missing some, but yeah. Oh yeah, Persona 2. Both of those are. I also have to play. Yeah, just too many giant games. And Parasite Eve 1 and 2. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask the question I think everybody in here wants. Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
I haven't played it yet.
Why?
It was worth playing Final Fantasy 7, and I definitely want to see 8 and 9. So I don't know. It'd be nice to play at least most of the Final Fantasy games. And I've heard a lot of good things about Xenogears and Legend of Dragoon. So
Just don't play
hopefully those will-
Xenosaga. Right, Zach?
Xenosaga, right?
That's right.
Gah, yeah. Oof. Yeah, that did not
Yeah.
seem good.
No. No.
I played a PSN title called Stealth Inc., A Clone in the Dark. That wasn't very good.
It didn't seem very good, unfortunately, which is sad because I was looking forward to that game a lot because it has
Less
stealth in the
stealth.
title.
Yeah. More of just a puzzle platformer that involves not stepping into the light.
Yeah, that just did not seem like it would be fun to play at all, watching you.
Yeah, it's not great. Then I think most, or at least some of us, played Papers, Please. I know Zach played some Papers, Please. At least I think he did.
Oh, is that Russian game?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that game was actually pretty addicting.
It's a strange one.
It's
Yeah,
not
it is.
Russian, it's Aristotskin. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You just got denied.
People
access,
die.
Zach.
Passport denied.
Do I get shot now?
I
Hopefully
don't
not.
know. I never played the full retail release of that game, so I have no idea what happens to people when you deny their passport.
Some of them book through and they get shot.
What?
okay.
They hop the fence.
Hardcore.
Pretty
Okay.
intense
Yeah,
game.
Yeah, that was not in the demo free downloadable PC Flash web version.
Yeah, I will have to say though, I was terrible at the game, but it was really fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I definitely want to play some more of that one. Because
Yeah.
Is that a cheap game?
Was it? What was it? Like $8?
Probably 10.
8 or 10?
I'll look it up again.
Oh wow! I thought it'd be like $7, $6.
Yeah, it's $10.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a Steam sale.
Yeah, that's
Sometime.
Steam. I could buy this game, but I'll just wait until it's really cheap.
Yeah.
Speaking of Steam and games that I would only play when they're really cheap, didn't anybody in here play Gone Home? Has anybody?
I have gone home. I guess I was waiting for a time to say this, but I've got two complaints to levy against PC gaming as a whole.
Okay.
And that is centered around Gone Home and The Swapper. I've downloaded them both, and I can't play them because Steam and PC gaming. If it was a console game, I'd be able to play it whenever I wanted. Pop the disc in the tray. But having big problems with both of those games and can't get them to work.
Huh.
So I've been changing file names, deleting and re-downloading several times, going to the forums and the support forums, and just having a lot of problems with both of those games.
That's really strange.
Yep. So that's frustrating. So I was going to have them both done by now, but I didn't because I can't. So I would have had played Gone Home, but it wouldn't let me.
I guess having issues with games on Steam reminds me, did you ever get Symphony to work?
I did not get that one to work either. I've been trying like pretty much every day and checking the forums pretty regularly, but just nothing.
Wow. That's a bummer. Yeah, and that's...
So I'll keep working on that.
Been my biggest problem with PC anything is, oh, this doesn't work. Why? It doesn't work. But what can I do to fix it? It doesn't work. Oh, thanks. Awesome. This is going to be fun. So
I guess I'll keep working on them, but
I wish you the best of luck. That really sucks. Maybe you can get your money back?
Yeah, that's what one of my friends was saying. He's like, you should just contact their support and get your money back for this game. I don't know. I'll keep trying to make them work for at least a little longer.
Yeah.
Yep. Something more positive. At the start of August, I was finishing up the Ace Attorney games, so I played the third and fourth ones of those, Trials and Tribulations and Apollo Justice.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I started August, and to get ready for the fifth one that comes out pretty soon, about 2 weeks from today or yesterday.
The 23rd?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It's right around there.
Yeah.
And I've been working on a big article for that.
Ooh.
And
okay.
that should be, I'll definitely have it up before the game comes out. Look forward to that one.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I've been working on that a lot, and I've been working on my Shin Megami Tensei 4 review, which is also going to be really long. So working on those two things back on and off. Normally I just sit down and write a review and knock it out in one sitting, but these two are taking a lot more time.
Oh man, Shin Megami Tensei 4. Oh, yeah.
Favorite game of the year?
My favorite game of the year, yeah.
Yes.
No. I don't plan on ever touching that game again, so that'll be cool. But
Yeah, me either. That was very, very long and tiresome.
wait, you played some Shin Megami Tensei 4?
I did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I played maybe like 2 or 3 hours of it. I borrowed it from a friend at GameStop. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, I played on a break between shifts and everything, and yeah, no.
Yeah, I played for I tried for probably 3 or 4 hours and couldn't beat the tutorial. So, nope. Yeah. I even turned it down to easy, and it still obliterated me, and I had nothing I could do. So, that game sucks. Screw it. I hope it burns in the fires of hell forever.
Well, my review's going to be up soon, so look forward to that.
Awesome. Hey, can I get in on that review with you?
No.
No? What, you don't want me to weigh it down with a 2.0?
No, that's all right.
Okay, all right.
Also in August, we beat Pikmin 3 and Knights of the Old Republic 2. We played a lot of Dive Kick, Dragon's Crown, Burnout Paradise, Splinter Cell Blacklist, and that's August. Okay.
Woo. Lots of reviews for all those games you mentioned up on the site, so definitely go check those out.
Yeah, for all those, except for Burnout.
Except for Burnout, because that was 2008? 2009? 8? Okay.
Yep. And I'll definitely put up an article for all the Force games once I get through all of them.
Okay.
That means I have to beat Demon Souls first, so who knows when that'll be.
Did he tell you had to beat Demon Souls?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Don't. We Zach and I watched Derek beat Demon Souls, and that's way too much of a commitment.
Yeah, it is.
Well, he only has to play Assassin's Creed 1, which I'm going to assume he hasn't started.
Probably.
Nope.
Oh yeah, what we're talking about here is a system we have called the Force, where we force each other to play games. And Isaiah, who's not present at the moment, forced me to play Demon Souls as my game.
He forced me to play Dark Souls as well, so he likes the Souls games, and thinks we should too.
No, thank you. I'll pass. I'm sorry.
I did enjoy Dark Souls more than I thought I would, and by the end of it I was definitely very into it, but I was glad to be able to stop when I did.
Yeah.
So I wish you the absolute best of luck. And I continue to say, tell them to shove it. Don't beat that game.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I need to get forced games from both of you, Kirsten and Brock.
I haven't forced you anything, Zach?
No, I don't think so.
What? Okay.
So you need to think of something.
Right now.
I've been trying to, figure out a game to force, but I don't know. I haven't found a good enough one yet, I think.
Kirsten hasn't even played the game I forced her.
That's okay. I was forced to play Lord of the Rings Conquest, so quality is not always essential in these.
Hey, that game is something. That game is immensely enjoyable, or the worst game ever, or sometimes both. But,
yeah, I was probably somewhere in the middle there.
Oh man. Okay, I'll think of something to force you, Zach. I didn't realize I hadn't given you one yet.
Cool.
What's your
only two people?
What's your least favorite type of game? That's a discouraging question, I know, but
Probably
stealth games.
Yeah, stealth games or like side-scrolling shooter, like airplane games.
Okay.
Ikaruga. Those are like my two least favorite genres.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Have you played Mark of the Ninja?
I played maybe like an hour and a half.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you played it at Game of the Year last year. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then. I won't give you that. All right. I'll think about it. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. I won't take up more time with that.
No, that's fine. So me and Zach beat Dragon's Crown. Reviewed that one.
Yeah, we did. Again,
Yeah.
We liked
I love that.
Yeah, I got to see the end of that
averaged
game.
out 3.
To an 8.3, you said?
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Moving on, I guess. Let's look at September. September, I beat Fuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Deadpool.
Why?
Didn't beat Deadpool.
I thought you would at least beat it.
I tried, but I sold it back.
Oh,
I
man.
never sell games back. But I thought about writing like one sentence or one word reviews for each of those games, but I don't think I'm going to because that's weird.
I still think we should do haiku reviews for some games.
Could definitely do it for those then.
Yeah.
Just 2 games that aren't exceptional are those 2 games.
Yeah. Of all the
I'll
games that
probably
are
write
not
forward.
exceptional, Deadpool is one of them.
Yeah. But then I played a better game, Killer's Dead, which I really like. Review up on the site.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I might buy it for Derek. See? I was going to get him the Donkey Kong game, but it got pushed back to next year, so.
Yeah, it did, so we don't have to worry about reviewing that crap before the end of this year.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Fortunate. Yeah. Killer's Dead's weird because the more upgrades you get, the better game it actually is. So it starts out as a really standard, almost boring character action game, but by the end it's actually full-fledged and feels like it should have... There's a big sense of progression there, but it's an interesting choice because it just doesn't play that well at the start, but then by the end it's really, really fun and engaging. And I don't think that was just because I was getting better at it. I think it was because the upgrades like add so much basic stuff like a dodge and stuff's in there and interesting choices. But I really liked it overall. It's a very beautiful game as well.
Yeah, definitely visually stunning, for sure. Lots
and
of
another visually
craziness.
stunning game is Rayman Legends, and I really like that one as well. That review I'll start that one eventually here. Got a big queue of reviews. That one's coming up soon.
I played the demo of that, and it looked actually really cool.
I really liked it a lot. It had a really good difficulty curve this time around, unlike the first one.
Which was just all brutal all the time.
Yeah. There are some really, really hard levels in Rayman Legends for sure. And sometimes having 2 players makes it easier, sometimes it makes it harder. And it's a tricky balance there. There's a kind of a bubble mechanic like in New Super Mario Brothers, but it's not as useful as that one.
Okay.
Overall, I really, really liked it. The musical stages are amazing. There's one at the end of every world, and one of them is one of my most memorable moments of the year. So that's right there for you. Then 2 days after beating that one, I beat New Super Luigi U.
Man, that's...
Which is not as good.
Okay.
Not even cool.
I would Yeah, you know what I thought of the Rayman games and how they handle. I'd certainly say I think Luigi U handles better than those. So
What?
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, like the Rayman games are unplayable by people who like platformers, and New Super Luigi U is fine.
No.
I'm just trying to get a rise out of you. No, I feel the same. Yeah, Rayman Legends is probably undoubtedly a better game, but I feel like I've gotten used to Luigi U. I've beaten 4 of the worlds now, so I'm trying to charge through that. And I am doing that completely solo, just to see how it plays compared to, because I played New Super Mario Bros. U completely solo, so I want to see how they compare that way. And as soon as I decided that I was going to not try to get all the star coins, because those are impossible in New Super Luigi U, I've had a lot more fun with it. And I've been kind of treating it as, hey, get through this level as fast as possible and don't die, which has been much more fun.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I found Worlds 7 and 8 to be much easier than the previous Worlds. So I'll be interested to see if you think that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Because I remember those, like, 7 and 8 were a huge difficulty spike in New Super Mario Bros. U. So I'll definitely be interested to see how they compare that way. Because World 7, I think, gave me the most trouble in U.
Mm-hmm. But those first 2, like, we had a lot of trouble with those. It was pretty frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, yeah.
We found some ways to break the game, so that worked out.
Okay.
So here's what you do: you get 2 players, and then you have both people playing with remotes. But you actually have it. Say 3 players are playing, so someone can play on the gamepad. What you do is you have someone play as Nabbit, Bubble Luigi, and then have someone make platforms on the Wii U gamepad, and that's how we beat some of those levels.
Wow.
We were having a lot of problems.
That's hardcore.
It was sad that we had to do that.
Yeah, some of those have been no joke, and a coworker of mine actually at work has beaten it too. So I've been talking to him as I go, and we both agree that that early castle where you have to spin on like the thing and then that makes things come out from the wall and stuff. We both agree that was a super hard one. So at least that game is uniting in its challenge, but
Yep,
it's a really interesting product. For sure.
It definitely is, yeah. All right. Also, September, I beat Lord of the Rings Conquest a little bit. Probably about as much as it deserves. They're going to be here to defend it.
Have you played? Only play multiplayer.
And ideally with 4 people.
I did the campaign with 2 players. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't done 4-player multi. So.
Yeah, that's definitely the ideal way to play it. And I would agree that outside of 2, 3, 4-player local multiplayer, that game is not worth playing. But
yeah, seems like there's a lot of missed potential there.
Yes, big time.
Yeah. And then also September, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
Wait, what?
I heard of it. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah. Are you talking about the one that came out in 2008?
Yeah, that one.
That was a while.
No, Gay Tony actually, and the motorcycle one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that one added bikes or blimps or something. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. That was all right. Yeah. Zach's already got his part of the review done. Sent it to me. Edited it up. I got to write my own parts. But we're looking to need Dave to balance that one a little higher, I think. So hopefully he'll
an 88.
finally get something on the site. Yeah. And that's like 9 points lower than the Metascore.
Good. Yeah. Somebody has to be the voice of reason.
Yeah, we're put in its place.
Good. Yeah. It was garbage.
If it was me for personal reasons, I'd probably rate it a 60.
Yeah, wow. Do it.
No. I have to. I take it at face value. It's a good game. It's
impressive in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
The first hour.
I just don't think it's very fun.
Yeah.
It's quite enjoyable if you don't play the story missions.
I like story.
I really want to collect all these comments and make some back of the box quotes. It's good as long as you don't do the story missions, I think that speaks a lot to the game that most people aren't willing to say.
Yeah, for sure.
There's darts and stuff. This is a 10. Says the entire game reviewing industry.
I enjoyed there's some missions where Michael gets to go and do stuff at with a Hollywood producer. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then Trevor also just scares and makes me laugh at the same time. But that was pretty good.
Yeah, he just has a really refreshing honesty that I found really appealing. And he shoves it in Michael's face. He's like, "You hypocrite! You don't know what you are, and at least I know what I am, and I do what I want, unlike you." And there's a lot of good conversations there, and the story gets pretty deep, sometimes a little dark and uncharacteristically so. Around a specific torture scene, I felt like that was out of character for the character, but
I don't know. I thought it fit right up his alley. He's
What?
a scary guy. I thought it fit him perfectly.
it did. I guess there just wasn't much lead up to it. I don't know. It's just like they walk into that room and it's like, boom, hey, you, torture this dude. He's like, okay, let's do this. I don't know. It was weird, and definitely was uncomfortable. For sure.
Oh my word, yeah. I don't know if I could. I was like, I'm going to actually torture this guy? Okay. And it became like a huge mini game. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably a good note to end on GTA 5 discussion.
Torture mini game.
Yes, torture.
Just the fact that it was described as a mini game. Wow. Okay. That's intense. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Zach, my tagline for the review is Jack of all trades, master of fun? Question
Nice.
mark. So, we'll see. Yeah, I gotta write my parts.
Hey, Nico, we need to go bowling.
Yeah.
No.
All right, Roman, let's go. Yep. It's kind of bummer there weren't any dating mechanics in this one like there were in 4.
Oh, weird that they would remove a feature.
Yeah. Anyway, I also beat one of the campaigns of Dynasty Warriors 8.
Oh.
And I played with someone who had played the first 7. And so he started each mission, and he's like, all right, this is what's going to happen. This is what we got to do. Like, I was just like stunned because apparently it is the exact same campaign every single time.
What?
Which is insane. So, as my first game in the series, it was fairly enjoyable, but just like him saying almost like what the dialogue was going to be, like it was scary because he had never played this version of the game, but it's the same thing.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Isaiah's got the lead on that review, so. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known either if I didn't play with him, but Isaiah hopefully will be able to write that part because I don't know.
How does the series keep going?
I guess they sell enough. I don't know.
Okay. Why not just replay Dynasty Warriors 1 through 7? All right. Hopefully Hopefully Isaiah can answer that for us because. Did you fight Lubu?
Isaiah's playing that game?
No, you run for your life when you see him.
Do you run for your life when you see Lubu? Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to be replaying the whole level because if you die, you have to restart.
Okay.
If either player dies too, not both.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Playing with Thomas was really frustrating.
Just the first thing I thought of was Monaco. And I'm just.
Oh man. That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. After Dynasty Warriors, I beat Charlie Murder, which was an Xbox Live Arcade, Summer of Arcade game this year.